Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, good
Hi.
evening, wherever you are in the world. So I finally caught Tammy at this time in the morning. I know. So I was going to be streaming anyway, but thankfully I got the lovely Tammy here with me, and she can come in and join in the conversation because there's been so much going on. And we have 9 of you there already straight away. Obviously more will be coming in, but let's say hello to everyone, and then I'll see what's been going on with Tammy. So hey, Johnny's girl. Hello, Kay. Hey, Susan. Hey, Saba. There's Susan again. Hey, Margot. Hello, Gelf. Hey, Linda A. Hello, Anne. Everyone's been having a chat in the down below. Hello, Mandy J. Gal says, Keely, check your Discord. What have you done, Gal?
I just saw that.
What have you done?
I just saw that.
Let me have a look. Which part of the Discord are we looking at? I blew all my power. Am I looking at the waffle? Let me show you what is if it does it. I think that's what he's showing there.
Is it a chocolate chip waffle?
I don't know. Is it a bit burnt? Or is it chocolate?
Good looking food, Keely, is what Gus just said. Is that where
I'm in the food. Yeah, I'm in the food right now. Is it on my Discord or Rob's? I'm pretty sure you're showing me this waffle. I wish Gal just had some insanely crazy and stressful day. That's nice, Saba.
Oh, hi, Laura.
You've had an insanely crazy and stressful. Oh, Saba. You know, my dyslexia sometimes reads sentences totally wrong. Hey Laura, you're making if he says it's chocolate chip Belgian waffle. I haven't had anything to eat yet. I've been up for like 5 hours.
I had a handful of Reese's Puffs.
So what's been going on with you, Tammy? We've all missed you. Obviously don't need to tell you personal life.
Yeah, just been my real life stuff has had me very extremely busy, but it's good. It's good things. Just really had a lot going on, but it's been positive things going on in my life. So, you know, I'm trying to get everything balanced back out now. Oh, Chrissy Mayo's here.
Yeah, that's my friend. She was on my stream last Friday. Yes. It's Chris.
Hi, Chrissy,
so
nice to meet you.
you and Chrissy would get on really well. You have similar personalities. Like, she says, "Hey girls, what is the chance of me just checking if you're on?" And there you are, just self-isolating until up tomorrow morning. Good luck for your operation.
Yes.
Let me know. She's having a tumor removed. Thankfully, it's not cancerous, but it's in the neck.
Yes.
So please let me know because you are on my mind. And when you're feeling up to it, I want you to come on a stream with me again, Chris. So everybody loved you. Everybody loved you coming on. And they really want you on again. And Gail says I had strawberry jam dripping off it and all that cream. Oh, lots of sugar. Hey Jordan. Everyone's wishing Chrissy good luck for tomorrow. You're waiting on the feds and the LED to come knocking, Tammy. I think that's what Amber Heard's waiting for.
Yeah, now that wasn't good. When I had the DHR thing, but that all was quickly taken care of, and you know everything's going good. Hi, Stephanie. It's just been really busy. A lot of changes in my personal life, you know. So there's been a lot of adjusting. That's what's kind of had me back and forth, you know, just kind of popping in and out. I'm trying to get back. I mean, just like this morning, that's what I was telling you when we were talking. I got out of the habit of getting up this time of night. So because where I'm at, folks, it's 4:45 a.m. And the reason Keely and I had always been able to talk every day is because I was always getting up at 1:30 in the morning. And with all this going on, I've just not been able to, but I'm trying to get back in there. Hi, Di. And
Chrissy says, so go on,
yeah.
Go ahead. So go on. I hate interrupting people.
I just was going, I'm trying to get back to normal. So hopefully everything will be back to normal soon, everybody. But thank you for all the love.
I know we've all missed you, and like I miss my morning chats with you as well.
I know.
Chrissy says she's scared, but in a way she can't wait for it to be over, and she'll definitely be back on. Like I said, I feel like you and Chrissy will get on so well tonight. Like she's very witty, like you. She's so lovely. And Stephanie is actually so random. I checked and so needed this right now. This is what it is, randomly. Like, these are random chats. I don't really advertise them until just before I go on. So whoever's meant to be here will be here, and whoever's watching it back, hello, see you guys in the future. Watching the stream back.
Gail asked if I got a new phone. No, my phone randomly started working. I was really worried, y'all, because we've been to the beach. I just spent all my money, and I was like, it's going to be a little bit before I can get a new phone. And it slowly got dried out and started working again. I do need a new phone, but since it started working again, hey, here I am. It took it a week to dry out, but it's working. So yeah.
I'm so glad that you didn't have to buy a new one.
I am too. I'm still paying for this one. Oh, and just quickly for Chrissy, hey, I get you about. I've had to have a lot of surgeries, and I had some surgery that kind of a scare because it was could have possibly been a cancerous thing. So I understand where you're at, but you know what? You will be so glad when it's over. And it sounds like more likely you're going to be doing day surgery, so local anesthetic. Hey, you'll feel good when you wake up.
Yeah, she will. What she was saying, she's going to start winding apart. I know what calling herself Tony Montana and stuff, saying I'm going to be scarfing.
Stephanie asked, when do I sleep? I sleep for about 4 hours every night, from anywhere from between 7 and 9 till 1:30. It was my normal routine. That's what I'm going to get back into. So, yeah. I don't sleep a lot.
Everybody has their different routines, but that's sometimes me. Some nights, like, I'll fall asleep at 12, 1 in the morning after be up at 5. Like, with the kids. Linda says, so glad to have a stream to see you've been feeling so lonely without you all. I was meant to stream last night. I know that feeling of feeling lonely. That's why I just come on here sometimes randomly when I'm feeling a bit lonely, so I can talk to you all. But last night I was supposed to stream because I normally do one on a Monday night for about an hour before Tiffany's, or whenever Tiffany does one every 2 weeks. So when she's not on, which was last night, I normally do it for about 2 hours. But I thought I'll have a nap, and then I woke up when my alarm went off this morning. Like, I just stayed asleep all night.
You needed the sleep. And that's like Sunday night, not doing our Sunday night stream. I really missed it. I wanted to spend the time. I mean, like, my daughter had made an effort to spend the day with me. And so, I just hung out with my family Sunday night. And I missed it. Oh, thank you, Saba. Yeah, I got my hands full. But and I really missed everybody, but that was kind of one of those things. It's not going to be a regular. Sundays are our Sundays, y'all. Yeah, she has Gary, and they're always on the phone.
Yeah, but he works now, so he ever I don't talk to him until later on in the day. So, and I'm 5 hours behind. But I was on the phone to him last night when I fell asleep. So.
Yeah, they do this quite often.
Yeah,
I think he on the phone together.
I think he was feeling a bit lonely last night because he did a random stream. I've not watched it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish watching it in a bit. But he did a random stream last night for like an hour. Smash the like button. So as you can see by the title, today we're having like a bit of a random conversation, but we're also going to be talking Adam Waldman, his statement, we're going to be putting up on the screen, going through that. We're going to talk, obviously, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and obviously there's been stuff going on with Elon Musk that Tammy knows more about than me, that we're going to go through as well a little bit in a minute. So, you know, we're going to go through all that today. Anne Brown says she's struggling with a fibro at the moment, and I'm always up around 4 a.m. That was what was up with me yesterday. I had a really bad flare-up, so I thought, I'll just go and get in bed. And then Gary rang me, and then he, like, video called me going around Target, show me. I know.
Well, I know what I mean, and I'm sure you've heard Keeley talk about, you know, she deals with it, and I have fibromyalgia also. So both of us know what you're dealing with. And yeah, you know, it seems like early mornings, that tends to be a lot of what started waking me up to begin with, was I'd wake up hurting, and I think it had everything to do with fibro. So I feel your pain. So does Keeley. We both know it very well.
Yeah, well, this Friday I'm doing a live stream about chronic pain. Tammy's going to be coming on with me, and obviously I've opened it up. I can't remember who said they couldn't come. I'm pretty sure Margot is coming and Mary Lynn is coming. I'm only going to have like 6, because if I have the whole 10, we won't all be able to have a talk about what we've gone through. But I am going to do it like a monthly thing, so we'll do this like once a month. So because with chronic pain, a lot of us can feel like you do feel very alone, like, because a lot of people around you don't get that pain. And so that's why this conversation
to people too.
Yeah, because it's invisible. Oh, thanks, girl. I've heard him snore enough times. He always falls asleep on the phone to me. But yeah, probably did snore. That's love.
And they love each other because the two of them's constantly snoring with each other. Only because they're separated. There'd be no snoring otherwise.
Tammy.
Don't leave the screen. I won't say anything else.
I'll do what I do together. There you go.
She knows I'm liable to say anything. I see everybody's talking a little bit about Greg. We were just talking about a while ago. You can pre-order his book. I just shared it on Twitter. If you're following me, check it out. Yes, Margaret, I do tend to say it like it is, and it's true.
Yeah,
she knows it. She knows there wouldn't be no snoring going on when Gary makes it over there.
I missed that laugh.
Mommy.
That's it.
You know what?
Susan said she needs to train us to be on Aussie times. Sometimes on a weekend. It's night time, right about now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, but if you can now and again, you might catch me doing a random stream, which would be, you know, obviously a normal hour for you, because it'll be like in the middle of the night for me. Where's Saba's comment? I want to bring that one up. I'm Mary here. I'm currently trying to get doctors to listen to me about the pain I have in my spine that is limiting my mobility. They say it's stress. Pain along the spine is from stress. But we'll talk about all this on yes, Saba. I'm sending you so much love. And I understand,
and
like,
there could be so many things.
Yeah, it can be so many things all together. The smirk says it all, Tam. You can't see it now.
It's still there. Oh, yeah, Sabi. You definitely got something going on. Are you in America, Sabi? Where were you at? You're in Australia, aren't you? What kind of doctors have y'all got over there? Have y'all got a good healthcare system? Does Australia have they're on the same healthcare system you are on, aren't they? They have NHS or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have like a national health service. I'm not 100% sure though. But yeah, so pre-order Greg Ellis's book if you can, because he's been really vocal within the supporting Johnny Depp. Obviously, he worked with him. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean working alongside him.
And to
As
the
an
work he
actor.
does for men going through divorce and through that's been through a lot of the things that so many of us have been through. I think Greg Ellis is amazing. And, I forget sometimes when I'm watching him that he ever even was on Pirates, because I get so involved in what he's saying. He speaks very
down to
eloquently,
earth
and he's
as well.
and he very informative. I mean, I've learned a lot from him. So yeah, if you can, go ahead and pre-order, and if not, just be sure and get the book when it comes out. I know I'm
just
planning
share it as well.
share it with people.
Get the word out.
Let's get it trending on Twitter.
You can't afford to buy it right now, share. Because at the end of the day, male victims don't really have a voice in this way. And this is really important to be helping to get the voice out. Saba says, I'm not laughing at your comments, Saba, I'm laughing at Anne Brown's. It's not all it's made out to be. And Anne Brown says, we got a Gary and Keela equals Gila. Yeah, they gave me a nickname. I told Tommy already. The game was a nickname.
Well, Saba, I'm in America, and yes, I know, we have freedom and choice and everything, but I've discussed this with Keely many times. Without having insurance, in which I don't, because I'm in one of the states that didn't extend the Obamacare, so I don't have access to insurance unless I pay for it. And since I've been trying to get disability for 6 years, which I just got approved for yesterday, I've been without insurance. And so me and her, one of the things we got talking about is I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, but the doctor that I had at the time, most doctors here barely even recognize it as an actual disease. So, sometimes you have to be pushy with your doctors, and you have to demand that you might need to see a neurosurgeon. You might need to ask for a referral to a neurosurgeon. Because I saw something, your legs tingle and all that. So you might need to ask for a referral, and sometimes you just got to get pushy with them. You don't have to be a bitch, but you can be pushy.
Because Tammy's having a fag. I'm going to have one. I don't normally have one upstream, but oh well.
Well, you know what? Johnny smokes. And God, I've thought about this. If I ever meet Johnny, there is one thing I'm going to ask him for. If I have, like in a conversation with him, not just meet him somewhere like at the trial or something, but if I'm ever able to have a conversation with him, there is one thing I'm going to ask him for. I'm going to say, can I please have one of your cigarettes?
Have you never had a roll up?
Got that something about, huh?
Have you never had a roll up? Or do you mean because of his tobacco and his papers?
He has a special. I mean, think about it. It's Johnny Depp. It's not like he's down at the store buying Lucky Strikes. He has a special custom blend of tobacco, and then he rolls them too. So, it's got to be an amazing cigarette. And for those of you that don't smoke, I get it, but for those of us that smoke, there are cigarettes I smoke, and there are cigarettes I won't smoke, and there are cigarettes I smoke if I'm broke, but I don't want to smoke them. So there is a difference. They got universal health care. Okay.
However, our Premier has been axing all the important programs and turning more of us private. Thankfully, we've not really had that in the UK. We've had some things that have been sold, but not actual things that you need, regarding your health, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I normally smoke roll cigs as well, Stephanie.
I roll them every once in a while, but
Gary tells all his friends, like, oh, she smokes rolls, she makes her own cigarettes. I don't know.
25,000 out of pocket. I'm reading Saba's stuff here. See, now that is one of the things. I hate that y'all have to be on that waiting list for so long. I know my sister, she's having some issues with her neck, and they did an MRI. She's going to have surgery. And her doctor was having trouble getting her in immediately to a neurosurgeon. And she'd been waiting about 3 weeks, and she fell the other day. And one of the things that it affects is her hands, and her hands went numb. And when she went to try to catch herself, she couldn't. She just fell on through. She hit the coffee table, blacked her eye. Like, I think she might have cracked her jawbone or cheekbone because it was, I mean, just black all the way down her face. And it was from the fact that her hands were numb and she couldn't catch herself. And so she sent a picture to her doctor, and they finally got her. She's going to see a neurosurgeon, but she's worried about it. But it took that happening to move her up to get her on in, which our waiting time usually with specialists, a couple of months at the most. But you got to be able to afford it or have insurance. And thankfully, she has insurance. So I'll have insurance in a couple of years. I've heard you have to wait 2 years to get insurance with disability. I don't know how true that is.
Let me just put my phone on silent. What do you call it? Might have Chrissy on in a minute. I don't know. We'll see. I've just sent her an invite. She wants to just come on and join the convo because she's isolating today, but she might not be able to.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, she doesn't really know much about this journey yet, still, so she'll be just here to keep us company.
Sorry, Sam.
But that's one thing that people in the UK are so patriotic about is the NHS. It's like our it's like our baby. We love it. Like
Oh yeah. I mean, I would love to be able. This is one of the things Keely and I have talked about. It's one of the things we kind of bonded over is the fact. Oh, hi, Chrissy.
Hey, love. Can you hear us? Can you hear your telly dead loud, Chrissy?
Hi.
Hi, Chrissy.
Your telly's really loud in the background.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. I'll turn the TV down, turn my phone up, so I'm actually in time with what you're saying. Otherwise, I'll be saying everything different. Hi, guys. You okay?
I'm all right. How are you? Just having a fag.
I'm bored. I've not put my camera on because I'm just dead lazy today. I've still got sleep in my hand. Just about brush my teeth.
You get to be.
So you got Tammy loves our British accent, Chris.
Yes, I do.
She loves the British accent because she's got two. You're sandwiched between two Brits right now, Tammy. So
they two Brit males, though.
I know. Sorry. Just have to make do.
If I come to the UK, I'll be a whore. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I wouldn't. Maybe.
No, I'm just saying in the comments, I've got to get myself hospital ready today, pack my bag, wash my hair. And I just said in the comments, I'm the only one that sells tans for hospital. Is that sad?
No, like it'll turn you probably. They put some. I hope you're not putting on your neck because the surgical stuff on might make you go green. The stuff that they put on your neck. Have you put any on your neck?
Yeah, but I do use that new that Mind Tan, that coconut oil one, so it's quite good. It's not like a cheap one.
I know you wouldn't use any cheap one, but I mean the sterile stuff.
I've used that St. Moritz from Home and Bargain, guys, is actually a good cheap tan.
Pre-advertising for Home Bargain.
Yeah, St. Moritz is the best cheap tan I've ever used.
Do y'all have to, like, when you're doing outpatient surgery, do you have to bathe in that, what's that stuff? It's in a green bottle here in the U.S. Some kind of antiseptic wash that they make you, basically, you're supposed to take a bath in it. Whether you're having, operation on your head or on your toe, they'll want you to take a bath and wash all over in it. Do y'all have to do that?
Oh, no.
I didn't. No, I didn't have to do that.
Y'all know, in the U.S., you know what I'm talking about.
When I had my heart surgery, they did it through my neck, keyhole, and I didn't have to do that. And what's the good fake tan you said that you can do at home? Chris, say that's to you, I think, from Stephanie. As you can see, I'm pale as a ghost.
Beauty tips. I've actually been using, I used to use, what was it called? Saint-Tropez, which is not bad. Fake Bake, but I've actually started using this one called Mind Tan, and it's made out of pure coconut oil. And because I suffer with psoriasis, it actually doesn't stick in your dry bits of your skin, which is good.
That's really good.
So
Yeah,
if I
I
am streaking using any of those, that's where I have issues. Is I usually end up streaking.
Yeah,
Like I'll
well,
have a streak somewhere that I couldn't reach very well.
Yeah, it's the best ever. And I got it for cheap off I can't remember if it was Look Fantastic or something like that, but I got 2 bottles for the price of one because it's meant to be £25 a bottle. So I got 2 with a scrubbing mitt and with an application mitt. So,
And what was the name of this again? I need to write this down.
it's called Mine Tan, as in it's mine, MINE.
Okay. Mine Tan. All right, thank you. I will have to check into that.
Yeah, and they've got like coconut oil. They've got all different ones, but I use the one where it's all made out. I think it's all made out of coconut water.
Oh,
So,
I love coconut.
but it's so nice and it's really, really nice. It even moisturizes your skin as well at the same time.
Oh, that's good. I might try it if I ever get brave enough, because that's one thing with me. It's called Mine Tan, Stephanie. I've just written it in the comments.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah.
But when I finish this say, obviously today, Chris, we're going to be talking stuff about Johnny Depp in a minute. So you'll be kind of learning it as we go. So we're gonna I'm gonna be sharing my screen in a minute, and then we'll go down the side here, and we're gonna read this statement. Adam Waldman is Johnny Depp's lawyer. So he's put a statement out there what we're gonna go through in a minute. And because that's I've not gone through it all yet, so it's like I'm reading it with. I wanted to read it with you. I've seen it yesterday, but I thought rather than reading it and I was stuck in my head, I'll just wait until I come on here. Saba says, "Here before surgery, they wiped my arms down with straight up iodine or iodine.
Yeah.
My arms were red from the dye for weeks. I don't know what the green stuff would be. What's the green stuff?"
Oh, well, now the stuff I'm talking about is in a green bottle. Is that what they're talking about?
When you say that you have surgery over there, they put some right in you. Did you say?
Well, the stuff that they have you get's in a green bottle. So I guess maybe I was speaking too fast or something. But yeah, it's in a green bottle, and you buy it in town. I mean, it's sold everywhere, and it's got iodine in it. I know she mentioned iodine. It's got iodine in it, but it's got something else in it, so it weakens that color, and it's kind of leaves you a orange, like a real pale orange, where the iodine will do that bright red orange. So whatever else is in it, I guess there's some kind of maybe like a antibacterial or something in it, and it leaves you like a pale orange. And I remember I was having my knee surgery, and it was just arthroscopic, just a little place about that big, and they had me take a bath in this. One of my instructions was take a bath and wash all over in it. So whatever it is, it must be something that kills germs all over your body that I guess regular bathing wouldn't get. I don't know. But every surgery I have outpatient, they have me do that. Yeah, it's got betadine or something real pumpster. Yeah, there's something in it. It's weird stuff. I don't like it. It smells funny.
Yeah. I never, I can't remember if they use that on me or not. Let me just try and bring this center.
Yeah.
1 second. Right, here we go. Right, this is quite long-winded.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to be quiet a minute. Can you see that all right?
Yeah, I can see fine.
Okay. Is it centered all right in the middle of the screen?
Yeah, if you can make it a little bit bigger, it might be a little bit easier for everybody to read, which I'm a good ways away from my phone, so they might be able to read it better than I can.
Not too bad on a TV.
Okay.
Not too.
It was better the other way.
That
Like that size, that I can see very well. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Exclusive statement about the UK court ruling to RTL and Johnny Depp's attorney. Justice Nichols' preserved UK ruling was based on one simple concept. If Amber Heard said it, it had to be true. No matter how absurd, no matter how big was the mountain of evidence obliterating her lies. On the road to injustice, the judge closed his eyes to the testimony of police and dozens of witnesses. 87 CCTV surveillance videos, high-definition video and photographs from the day after claimed savage facial beatings, and proof that Miss Turd, well, it says Miss Turd, but it says Turd, lied after years to governments, courts, and charities to get what she wanted. He ignored the muddle of Miss Heard's own internally inconsistent and ever-shifting stories as she was forced by evidence to serially present 6 separate witness statements to the court. The judge even ignored hours of stunning audio tapes in which Miss Heard unambiguously confessed to her violence against Mr. Depp, who was similar split to get away from her onslaught and warned him no one. What's that thing? Can you see that? Because it's like blurred out. No one will believe it. I think it's no one will ever believe you because you're a man. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
No one will ever believe you because you're a man. About this, it turned out she was right. First, on the record statement from me regarding the RTL, Adam Waldman and Johnny Depp's attorney, Amber Heard and her friend Rocky Pennington consorted a picturesque, messy, I'm sorry if I get any words wrong, I'm dyslexic, anyway, messy crime scene around her most notorious May 21st, 2016 abuse claim against Johnny Depp. And he signed those claims under penalty of perjury to obtain a temporary restraining order against Mr. Depp from the LA Superior Court. Now come to the consequences. LAPD responding officers repeatedly testified they saw zero damage, and recently obtained LAPD cam footage showed unambiguously that Heard and friends' messy crime scene was one more grandiose. Is that right? One more
grandiose. Yeah.
LAPD have now opened up a criminal investigation into perjury following Australia as the second criminal perjury investigation launched against Miss Heard worldwide today. Mr. Depp is deeply appreciative and thankful to our law enforcement officials for their pursuit of the truth. He patiently waits for vindication and the end of this nightmare. And what's this one that says here? Exclusive statement about the UK court ruling to RTL, Adam Waldman and Johnny Depp's attorney. Justice Nichols preserves the UK ruling was based on one simple concept. Yeah, it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the same. It had to be true, no matter how certain or how big was it. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I'm sharing this. So that's his statement there. Let me see if I can come back onto StreamYard.
Everybody was saying that it was super choppy, and mine, when you were reading, was breaking up too. I thought maybe it was me, but it looks like everybody was having a little bit of breakup while you were reading it.
Yeah, I thought it might have been me.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I was reading along with you. Yeah, StreamYard.
At least anything that you didn't hear, you saw, because it was right there on the screen. Right. It was right there on the screen. So anything that you didn't hear, thank God that you could see it there. Mm-hmm. Is it just my computer, or do you guys also have that? I'm sorry about that. It might have been because sometimes when I'm sharing it and I've got tabs open, it sometimes starts being like freaking out. Mm-hmm. But the main thing there is that even it's like right now they're trying to silence Adam Waldman, but thankfully he's still finding venues to get his word across there, because at the end of the day there's all this evidence that people are trying to silence, that people are trying to keep quiet, and they're trying to like block the big YouTube. Well, obviously Tug's channel has been affected already by this, which is just absurd to me anyway, that the fact that they can go there and mass flag a channel, mass flag a Twitter page for saying that it's releasing false evidence, and it's just not true at all.
Well, it just shows that he hit a nerve. He has scared people. So, and which I just pulled it up because when you start talking about Tiny Tug announced 8 hours ago that channel is only 139 hours from monetization requirements. Since its public hours, what I initially thought was 3,800 was 3,200, but now it's close. If people turn on the last live stream and let it play, mute it drives that 145 or so more plays, and Tiny Tug can apply for monetization. He's got 6,140 subscribers are required, and 3,861 public watch hours, 4,000 are required. So Tiny Tug's close to monetization already, and that's the thing.
That's really
good. With Musk, ACLU, and all them. When Tug came out with his, if you think about it, the video he did right before he got took down, because I was thinking about this when all of it happened, were those first emails, I believe, that he had from his source that nobody else had. And it confirmed that, first ones were that LAPD was opening up perjury investigation against her. And then I think, was he able to do the video about the, no, he wasn't able to do anything about ACLU. It was Tiny Tug. So they knew Tug had information. He had credible information. He had information that will be made public, or already has, since it came out, has been made public. And they know that Tug has a huge audience. So they got scared. And so they went after him. I think it's hilarious.
It just shows you straight on. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is that he was threatened as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Diamond Knight. He was threatened, and he shown us them threats only a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, that was what that the one of the flags was about, were the privacy violation. He was showing blatant harassment and threats that were made to him in that video, and that YouTube upheld that. That just shows you whose back they've got, because the person that the person that supposedly, which we don't know that that's the person that flagged it, but the person that he was showing, I know. And I mean, Hamster, you just got to keep going, do the right thing. That's all that matters. If you lose it, there's other options. I know it's the main option, but you know what? What matters at the end of the day is that you did the right thing and you didn't cut on to these people. But what I was saying about with that video that he got for the privacy violation, they marked it from the, I think, so many seconds up to the 5-minute mark. Okay, the person, the people that he was showing in that part of the video, they were just random people on Twitter. We're not talking about verified blue checks. We're not talking about international billionaires. We're talking about somebody as random as any of us in this chat or any of us on this video. And yet YouTube upheld that. And they were making a public threat that Twitter didn't have a problem with them making that threat. Twitter didn't do anything about it. But yet YouTube upholds that. That bothers me, because that person made a threat. That specific tweet that he showed, because I remember when I saw it, I thought, that's effed up. They said, "You're next. We'll take you down. We know where you live." And I'm like, what? I'm sorry.
We'll take you down.
Bullshit. Yeah.
And it's double standards as well. Like, but the thing is, like, it's like she's got her hands in some back pockets there. Like, what is it? Yeah. What is it that she's got on these people that are high up?
She supports the right person. She supports AH. And since AH is tied up with Musk, and I'm sorry, I said this the other day, I think that at this point she is a pawn to Tug.
To Musk.
Oh, sorry, Chrissy. But I think she is a pawn in this whole thing. I think it's a bigger thing with the ACLU, especially with what came out yesterday. And I think for Musk, and I believe it goes back to even Rupert Murdoch, I believe she's a pawn in the situation. And she might think she's special, but she's not. Yeah. Yeah, this conspiracy goes very deep. And the thing is, with the stuff that came out yesterday, this is about politics. Hi, Christy. Because I remember, let's see if I can find that tweet. One of the emails that was released yesterday, they say in that email, when she did the op-ed, they're talking about when she should release the op-ed. And they say, I don't know, maybe around November so that we can remind the incoming Congress or whoever. I'll try to find the tweet, what their responsibilities are.
Yeah. Do you fund ACLU?
Yes. Yeah. Y'all remember, folks, ACLU is funded by private citizens just like us. They are funded by people giving donations. Who's their biggest donors?
As their fingers in a small of a couple of pots.
Elon Musk is one of their biggest donors, and Rupert Murdoch's son is one of their biggest donors.
Probably for the tax refund and whatever else as well. Because at the end of the day, like, one of their biggest ones is Elon Musk there, isn't it? He does his private donations. They wanted to make JD face the women's right law about DV. They were trying to time it. And how to get most use out of her lives. Like, Stevie did a stream the other day which showed the statistics between men and women. And obviously women's statistics are a lot higher, but the men's ones you don't hear about at all. And that's only the men's ones that they have there in the statistics. So that's the only ones that have been reported where the police have been involved and stuff. I know people in my life, male people who have gone through DV, and either one, they've not reported it, or two, they don't even realise that they're going through DV. They're getting hit on and they're getting called and controlled and abused, and they don't even realise that what they're going through DV. So then statistics and numbers that you hear are more than what they actually are. You only hear about the ones where, you know, where it's been reported, or, you know, there's been men who I was in a newspaper, like I think it's like a year ago, where the wife abused the partner so much, like he was like a skeleton. Like, I can't remember what story it was from, but she kept him trapped in a room all the time. Saba says your video earlier, Tammy, was awesome. Tiny Tug dropping all kinds of bombs. Here he is.
Yeah. And that, my last two videos, basically, except for the Mother's Day one, has basically been reactions to finding out stuff. So, you know, and I think I like doing that. There's just there's no plans or anything. I just react to what I found out. So, thank you. I'm trying to find that tweet so I can read it to you. So y'all forgive me.
Let me. All right, I'm trying to get it on here. But,
I think I'm getting close to it. But yeah, I want to read that, because when I read it yesterday, I was just like, what is happening here? And I mean, if y'all think about it, Johnny Depp's not even involved in politics. He said in interviews, I don't give a about politics. I mean, yeah, I know he made the little joke that he apologized about, you know, about with the presidents and stuff. And then he did that amazing parody of Trump. But he's never been, you don't think politics when you think Johnny Depp, you know? And that's what kills me is...
I'm just going to go on professional Wi-Fi.
Okay, all right. I guess because while you're refreshing, I'll just keep running my big mouth. because Muskie was dating Turd, they decided to use her as bait to get their political stuff going. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of why, and she's got political ambitions. I mean, I guess she knows that the acting thing's pretty much out for her because she sucks. And, these roles are not going to last. I mean, she's 35 now? She ain't going to be able to keep getting men to sleep with her to get roles, so.
Ew. Fluffy fish market.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to find that tweet. I know I've seen it.
I didn't know what was going on myself, other than Keeley telling me the Johnny Depp thing, because I don't watch a lot of news. I have strong opinions about the news. I think they tell you what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It was a source of entertainment rather than something that should be serious. There was a lot of things that I've watched in the past that have been proven to be false information. So I tend to not go off things like that. I tend to go off facts. So what they should really do is not shame anybody until court cases are over. All evidence has been put out there. Nobody really should have to go through anything like that in their life unless the truth is known first. So they shouldn't really put anything out of there to damage anybody's reputation, because it takes a long time to actually change the masses' views of opinions about something that's already been put out there.
Well, and that's the thing. And the thing is she has accused Johnny of abusing her. Hey, she's accused of him of some really horrible physical, violent abuse. And the thing is, as the truth has come out, which the mainstream media, run by Rupert Murdoch mainly, they've not done a whole lot covering this. And the thing is, most of the stuff she said that he did to her, she either had already done it to him herself or she made it up to begin with. So all this time, the world has been being made to believe that Johnny Depp is this violent, horrible abuser, and the person accusing him was the one who was the abuser.
Yeah, there's literally, obviously Chris is quite new to this, so she only knows what I've really told her, but there's literally recordings in Chrissy where she's admitting to hitting him.
Oh, seen all the bruises that were there one day, not the next. I have actually gone online and looked at all the proof. But you know me, Keeley, I have strong opinions, so I tend to not either give my opinion at all because it could upset people, or in my own opinion, I think that there's probably been abuse in different ways towards each other, because you don't just stay in a relationship. It becomes natural and normal. It becomes natural, though, doesn't it? It becomes like normal way of life. It becomes, that the way that someone's treating me is the way that I deserve, or the way it should be, or you feel very trapped, don't you? It becomes your normal way of living. So between them both, it wouldn't surprise me whether there has been on both sides abuse. But like you said,
when I was abused, I wasn't abusing my partner. I didn't deserve that. I didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was pregnant with my son and got beat up in the middle of the street. I didn't do anything to him apart from end the relationship. What happened with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is he wanted a divorce. She threw a magnum-sized bottle at him, amputated his finger. So, do you know what I mean? Like, she put a cig out on his face, and then she turned around and said that he took off the end of his own finger with a telephone. And he has to admit, this man is hostage. Yeah, he has to remember this medical help either. This man is in his 50s, Christine. So if he was an abusive person, he ain't just gonna start when he's in his 50s. He's been in multiple high.
He was in a 20-year relationship.
I wouldn't pull age into it, because there's plenty of people that are, age is not got a number. I'm a big believer in that.
The thing is he was in a 20-year relationship before that with 2 children, and his former partner was like, this isn't the person, this isn't him. I've never seen him act that way, or He's never done anything like this. This is not him. And in fact, all of his long-term relationships have said
actually
that.
abused him, so it's normal. Clearly for him, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's
well,
like normal behavior. That's the way people treat you. That's the way they show love. That's the way they show affection.
And with Johnny Depp, he seems to me one of these people, because every relationship that's been publicized anyway, that he's ever been in, they've always been long term. He usually seems to be falling head over. Yeah, he always seems to be head over heels in love. And I think he's always been a person that has been looking for that soulmate, looking for that lifelong love. And if you ever got into this case and started learning all this stuff, she is a classic. I think she went into this relationship thinking, oh, well, he's a nice guy. He seems like he's a target.
Yeah,
she knew he had money, so she went into it doing all the things he wanted, and she claimed she loved all his movies and all this stuff. She was everything that he wanted in someone. And once she had him hooked, that's when everything flipped. And the reason he lost his finger is because she had managed to get him to marry her. You think about this. This is one of the richest men in the world. And she managed to get him to marry her without a prenup. And so his family and his attorneys was like, you got to get a postnup. So they're in Australia, and he's talking to her about that. Look, I need you to sign a postnup. My attorneys say I got to protect my family. I've got kids. And so she flips out, and she throws a bottle of vodka at him, a glass bottle of vodka, one of many bottles that she threw. That one happened to hit his finger, and it took his finger off. Didn't even get him medical attention. She went
over 24 hours
after putting a cigarette out on his face. And that was over a postnup. This is how it went from being, she fooled him, she tricked him, she was everything he wanted in a person. She got him married, got him locked in, and then flipped the switch. And she started building a case, because I believe what she went into this to do was to divorce him at the end and say, you abused me, and if you don't give me what I want, I'm going public with it. And the thing is that the abuse wasn't there. She was faking stuff, just like with her fake bruises. She was writing emails that she never sent to anybody, talking about how violent he was with her. And, it's classic building a case. She went into this with a plan. And even when she filed for divorce, she demanded all the penthouses, $50,000 a month spousal support. She wanted the Range Rover. She wanted all this stuff. They've been married 15 months. Yeah, it was basically, and the letter that her attorney sent was basically, if you'll quickly give this to us, we'll make it all go away. Johnny offered to divorce her, let her have what she wanted that was reasonable, and just keep it quiet and go on about her lives. She wouldn't have it.
These narcissistic people, they see these people who are very gentle and easy to mold, like we've got targets on us. But like I was saying about these previous recordings, like he used to go and hide in the bathroom, Christine, to get away from her. And on one occasion, he went and hid in the bathroom. She tried to come in. They talk about it the day after. She tried to come in, and he's behind the door. So she's trying to pull the door open. He's trying to pull it shut.
I read that story about him. She hit him, and something about the door. And I remember I read that actually just the other day.
Yeah, the door slid across her toes, and she started complaining about it. So he bent down to check on her, and she just punched him.
She beat the door in his head first. He fell back.
And when he was bent over for that, and then she punched him. Yeah.
He was never going to say anything, and she just got comfortable, obviously.
Yeah, even when they were divorcing, he didn't want to ruin her career. There's recordings where he's like, this is not going to be good for you or for me. Let's just divorce. Let's keep this. I believe that if she would have just been reasonable, not asked for ridiculous things, I believe that he would have divorced her. He probably would have took care of her the rest of her life. And right now, he'd probably be trying to get her movie roles and make her a credible person, because it's just the type of man he is, and her greed got in the way, and that's why we're where we're at now.
She had
Elon Musk. She had Elon Musk in the bed as well while she was married to him.
I've thought about this. Do you remember the Rolling Stone interview that Musk did right when her and him broke it off the first time? He says in that interview, and he's said it in many interviews, he doesn't like to sleep in a bed alone, and he wants to be in love. What outside of money, what other things does she want in a man? Because she wants a target. She wants someone she can control. She wants someone that she can get. I think he probably shared these things with her, because it seems like he does seem to talk with the email or the text we've got. It seems like he seems to tell her a lot more than she tells him. I think she saw, hey, here's me, another target, and he's even got more money than Johnny. So,
thank you to Janice. She sent a $5 to me and you into my PayPal. I'll try and send you a $5 over in a bit, Tammy.
Oh, thank you, Janice.
Thank you, my love.
Let me just. And one of the other things she's done, I don't know if you know about this one, Chrissy. She had a former assistant that was involved in a relationship where she suffered some pretty horrible abuse situation. That assistant had shared that story with her after being asked about it by Amber. And then come to find out, Amber used that and turned it into Johnny did it to her. This is the kind of person we're dealing with here. Yeah. She is a lying, conniving little...
There's so many. Like, I've done a video on this before. Like, Turd. I don't know if you know why they call her Amber Turd, Christine. It's actually Johnny Depp who came up with that name. Can you hear me? Do you know why she's got that nickname?
What, turd is in shit?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can imagine though. But go on.
Well, I don't think you do.
Is it actually the turd?
I'll let Tammy tell you this story.
Nice. Sodomy.
Well, no. The night of her birthday, she had a birthday party there at their penthouse. This was the same day that Johnny had been informed that his former money managers had stolen, $450 million from him. So he, of course, had to go to some meetings, and he had told her, look, I've got some stuff I've got to take care of. I'll be late. He was only about an hour late, according to everyone that testified that was at the party that was not one of her witnesses. And he apologized even once he arrived. Well, that turned into a fight. She was not happy with him because it was her birthday. She was a grown woman. It was her birthday, and she wanted him to be there. Well, he ends up leaving because he knows what their fights turns into. So he leaves. He goes to his other house there in L.A. Well, that night, her and Io and Rocky, some of her friends, ended up partying into the night. And when the maid came in to clean the next day, they left for Coachella the next day. And when Johnny's maid came in to clean, they were getting ready to change the bed. And on Johnny's side of the bed, there was human feces in the bed. Someone had shit in the bed on Johnny's side of the bed. Yeah, because he was late for her birthday party. Well,
600
she claimed
million.
Yeah, to 100 million. Yeah, in unpaid taxes. That was what was going on with him. The 600 million to 100 million in unpaid taxes. And this, when she was called out on it, because of course the maid calls his property manager and is like, the property manager checked in, and she of course reported what they'd found. And so, eventually she gets called out on it, and she tells the property manager, oh, it's just a harmless prank. What
they blame it on
normal
the
adult
tea.
has ever played? Yeah, well, first she blames it on the teacup Yorkies, and then she's just like, "Oh, it was just a harmless prank." What normal adult has ever done anything like that? Poopgate, yes, it was named Poopgate because she tried to claim that it was the Yorkies after the harmless prank.
I'm sorry,
thing
but
didn't go
I
over
think
well.
it's just proper proper downgrading. I can't think of the word. Degrading. That's what I was trying to say. That you actually shit on your marital bed to try and get at your husband, like
because you're mad at him.
Yeah, it was not long after
pretty
this.
Pissed off at.
Where did you pick this one up from? It sounds like she was just dragged up, not brought up at all.
I don't know. I mean, you know.
Well, her dad was violent on there.
Yeah, he's violent and crazy.
That's
I mean,
what I was trying to say before about abuse. It always comes from something or another. It's a domino effect. It doesn't stop. You have to actually physically make a conscious effort to stop. You know, I've gone through it.
She was
not physical violence, but mental torture. You know, and you sort of gravitate towards the same people because
and now his mother. He even said at her funeral, he made it out to be a joke, but he said at her funeral, the first words he said as he got up was, "This was the meanest woman I've ever known," and by all accounts, she was not the nicest person in the world, Johnny's mother, but Johnny absolutely adored her. He did whatever he could to make her happy. So I think that's what brought him to Amber, as far as, you know, like you were talking about with the abuse in the past. And then with her, her father's a nut job. Are we all smoking? I need to be. Yeah, I'm smoking. I'm not smoking what I'd like to be smoking, but I'm smoking. But
you always want to fix it. You always, as a like, you might, if anyone's ever suffered from abuse, you always think that, well, come on, we can fix it. We can work through it. I do love you. I love you. Like you said, Keely, before, or whoever said it, Tammy, all they wanted was to be loved, and that's a classic. But how can I say it? You know, when you've been abused, all you want is love and someone to be true. And when you tell someone that, because you open up, because you obviously don't want the past to repeat itself, then people that are vultures, like you said, hang on to that every word, can pretend to be exactly what you want, what you need. But then again, like you said, with a prenup, no matter what, woman enough, you should realise that that person's come into that marriage with all that they've earned, and you should allow them to keep that. Now, if you know you've married a decent man, he's got, of course, without a doubt, he's going to look after you for the rest of your life. So you wouldn't have to go into all of that. They're my own opinion. You know, if I was to marry Johnny Depp and he said, "I love you," and all I want to do is to be loved, I think you would see the hurt, the pain behind someone's eyes.
Yeah.
So
well, she love bombing. She went from being like wearing preppy clothes to wearing like indie type style clothes like Johnny Depp. She changed her whole flat to look like mirror images. She said that she watched all his films and that she worshipped him. Later on in argument, she said she never watched any of his films because she'd never been interested enough to watch him.
Didn't one of her assistants say that she started studying him?
Watched all the films, but used that as a way to hurt him. Oh, I've never even bothered with you. I don't know who you are. You know, that again is narcissistic behavior. So if you was to praise on somebody and you actually do love everything about them, the best way to put them down is to be like, "Well, you were shit anyway." So
Was one of her former assistants said that she started studying him. So, you know, and like I said, she probably was saying it to hurt him, you know.
You've got to bring someone up first to put them right back down.
Yeah. And that's what she started out doing. "Oh, I've seen all your movies. I love your work." And then when they're fighting, well, I couldn't be bothered with your crap. You know, that's kind of how it went. Yeah.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? You're brilliant. You're amazing. you're this, you're that. Then
Mm-hmm.
actually, you're not so special. Actually,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
classic behavior, isn't it?
Yeah,
She's something. And that's the thing, when you're involved in it, I know we all talk about the thing, he should have done this, he should have done that. When you're in the middle of it, because so many of us have been through it or known people like that, you don't see it at the time. That's why they say hindsight's 20/20. When you're looking back, you're like, oh God, why didn't I see this? And I think that was kind of where Johnny was at, because when he finally has that aha moment and he realizes, he says to her, he says, you were never real. I made you up in my mind. So know that in that moment you can hear it in his voice. His whole tone changes, and he's just, he realizes
and he drops.
this was yeah, and it's just really sad. You feel sorry for him because, like I said, so many of us has either been through it or knew people like that and has seen it happen. And you're watching it now with the benefit of knowing what she really is, and you're like, oh God, if you'd have just noticed this, or if you just noticed that. And it's just really sad because you knew that he had to go through it. He just had to.
I think
it's like
sorry, Keela. I think you do know, but when you're so used to it and you miss that person so much, you just think and hope and pray it's going to change.
Yeah, exactly. And she used to look like proper gaslighting when he was like, there's a recording of him saying, well, why did you hit me? Why was you violent? And she was like, stop being such a baby. Like, she proper gaslighted him all the time. And like, she assaulted him. She punched him in the face. And all she had to say was, I don't know what the motion of my hand was. I hit you, but I didn't hit you with a closed hand. Like, hitting is hitting, and assault is an assault. You could spit at somebody, and that is an assault. Doesn't matter if what.
Gaslighting is where it makes you question your own reality. Somebody else makes you question your own reality. I hit you.
Crazy.
Well, when did I hit you? What time did I hit you? Was the sun up? Was it raining? They make you question everything, so then in the end you're confused.
Oh, and she always tried to use, well, I only weigh 115 pounds, and I'm 5'7", and you're 5'9" or 5'10", whatever, and you're 100 and what? And it's like, look, I've been clocked by my 1-year-old grandbaby, and she didn't even realize how hard she could hit. I'm sorry. When you're hitting in anger, it don't matter what size you are. You could be, 100 pounds soaking wet and 5 foot tall. But when you get pissed off and you punch somebody with the intent of hurting them, you can make it hurt. But she always tried to use her size to say,
and when you've got
how could I have hurt you?
No conscience of how much you're hurting somebody. That's tenfold, double that punch, triple that punch, because you haven't even got the the capacity to know you're going too far.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I've got about 15 more minutes, and then I got to go get the baby. I just had my husband come down, so I had to go off stream, or off camera. So I just wanted to let y'all know.
It's all right.
Hey, I know this is kind of changing it, but I found that tweet that went along with Adam's statement, and I thought we could, do you want me to share it with you, or you can put it up on screen, or do you want me to just read it?
Go on, press share, see if we can do that, and I'll try and put it on.
All right. Oh, so do I need to go back to, where do I need to go to share that?
Backstage, it should say share at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go into, let's see. Let me send it. I just shared it. Can you pull up your Twitter and pull it? Because I didn't go into it on this one. I forgot about that. I know we were going to talk about how to do it. I went into it on my phone. I didn't go into it on my laptop. I just plugged my laptop into my phone. I literally just shared it's a tweet from Tiny Tuck. It starts out, ACLU wanted Amber Heard op-ed.
Let me turn my camera off a minute, because then I'll be able to not worried about.
I didn't even think about it. I didn't go into StreamYard on my laptop. I went into it on my phone. It just ticked me off when I saw this. Yeah.
The ACLU wanted the Amber Heard op-ed written for political reasons, which they weaponized with the ambassador title. They literally wanted Johnny Depp to be the scapegoat for the entire Me Too movement. The release timed around Heard Aquaman was 3 days before.
And then, yeah, didn't read that. This is an email.
It's an email from Joe. This is an email from Joey Johnson. You testified about this string earlier today, and if I could just direct attention to, it says, and how people can take action. It can be time for time after 11/14, which is 14th of November, I'm assuming, because you guys, when it's time to remind the newly elected Congress of their priorities, her title could appear in her byline in social media promotion of the piece. It just shows, like, literally that they wanted her to like, obviously she did this around the time when Me Too was humongous within Twitter, within the whole world, when everybody was using that hashtag to share their stories, and she boycotted it. Like, she
and the ACLU used it. Yeah, they used her and they used it, and they used Johnny. And like Tiny Tuck said, they wanted Johnny to be the scapegoat for the entire thing. And this was all political, because if you notice, it says, when it's time to remind the newly elected Congress of their priorities. This was a political thing. The ACLU was wanting to do some political crap and wanting to get things the way they wanted it. So they used her, and they were going to let Johnny be the scapegoat. Them sorry sons of bitches need to pay. I'm sorry. That's just, I mean, I don't think anybody should be the scapegoat for something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they saw their opportunity and they took it.
Yeah, ACLU wanted it released in mid-November, and I was able to delay it until December 18, with Aquaman premiere December 21st.
Oh, and if you scroll down a little bit in the answers or in the replies, Smile More, Speak Less said, according to Ben Weiser's declaration, the ACLU suggested the op-ed to her. Isn't that something? And that's what they're showing there. That's actual court documents, so they're not sharing anything that, you know, is private.
Well, someone's cracking up real bad. Is that you, Keely?
What?
Somebody's cracking up real bad.
Cracking up real bad.
Might be me because I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, it sounds like whenever you're screen sharing, you break up. That might be what it is.
Yeah.
It just makes me so mad. And somebody said here,
as my rollers and I'm on it now. My rollers, an ACLU ambassador on women's rights. So this is one day, and then the next day, I spoke against sexual violence. Opinion: Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence. That has to change. It just goes to show that there was.
Keely, you're breaking up bad. You might want to take that off screen. I can't hear anything you're saying. You're getting like every fourth word is all that I can get from you. Now, what were you saying? Oh, we lost Chrissy. What were you saying? Like every fourth word was coming through, and it wasn't making a lot of sense after that.
I know, it's like, I don't know. I was just basically saying that is Chris back now? Basically one day apart. But
yeah.
It's all right. Like literally one day apart, she was announcing that she was the ACLU ambassador, and then the next day was the op-ed coming up where she spoke up about sexual violence and this, that, and the other. Yeah. You sound fine now. I'm so sorry, guys. When I get it's when I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah. And I noticed too, somebody in that same tweet thing there, the day that she went and got the TRO was the day of the Alice Through the Looking Glass premiere. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was because Johnny started to go to it.
That just makes me so angry.
It was the same day. I'm sorry, audio was chopping up. TJ's like, I thought it was my fault. Thank you for telling me, not just letting me just carry on talking, right? Because there have been times when it's fine. It's more when I'm on my own. It's been all right, you know.
It must be because of having other people on and then sharing too. It must just break it up some or something.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, if you're new here, please obviously hit that subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And obviously, Tammy's channel is in the description of this video. So if you're not subscribed to her, because Tammy's just hit 500. And the other day, I just hit 500. This is what me and Tammy both started this journey around the same time, probably like a week apart. And we both basically hit all our milestones pretty much together, maybe a few days apart each. So we need to do something for our 500, Tammy. On Sunday or something.
Yeah, we'll plan something later on this evening. I'll get back with you and we'll plan something, do something special. We need to have a special celebration.
Yeah. Which article, TJ? Which article is it that you're on about? And she is died for JD. She is hateful.
Yeah, she is. Yes.
Yes, I'm on 508
she's a horrible excuse for him. Oh, awesome. She is a horrible excuse for a human being.
Yeah, she is. You have to have a 500 party. Yeah, me and Tammy are going to have to try and arrange something and get a panel on. And try and like, I want to do something on mine, and I want to do, obviously Tammy want to do something on here, so we might do like a back-to-back thing or something. We'll have to try and arrange it.
We'll come up with something.
We'll sort something out. The one I sent to you, CJ, I did read it. I've not done a video about it. I was going to do a video about it. It is very similar to the video, to the article that I did do. It is obviously quoting what Bild said, or Bild, I don't know how to pronounce it, Bild, the German article. But I will, because you suggested it, I'm going to do a little a video on it if I get time today. Should get time.
With the one that you read a while ago, I don't know, which I'm off of the chat page, but I don't know if anybody's asking in the chat, but somebody had asked in this Twitter thread about why the ACLU chose Johnny. And I think this Andreas replied and said, and I think they make a good point, they wanted a shock narrative, and JD was perfect for their campaign, to paint a picture that any man can be abusive, even the kind Hollywood sweethearts people adore. Don't think they gave a shit about whether it was true or not. They knew Amber would jump for instant fame. And I think that right there is bang
hitting
on
a nail on the head.
Yeah.
JFD is on 282, so she's like 18 away from 300.
Congrats.
So if you're not sub to JFD, go and sub to her.
Yeah.
Put your link in the description, Cap. I'll love. See, don't
Oh, Keely, don't start using your Manchester and calling everyone cocks, because I don't think they'll see that as a term of endearment, darling.
It isn't it? Because you've got all my back acres. In Manchester and in Lancashire in general, we're not calling you a male body part. It's
the American thingy for bum that gets me, Fanny.
Thank you, TJ. I know. We've had all this.
One about had me falling out.
Fanny packs.
I found that out while doing a live stream with Dan from Come Geek.
I know. I told you before that.
Did you tell me? I couldn't remember. You told me right before that, or
I did.
Yeah, and
you did say Keely just told. You said something. Keely just.
Yeah, you had told me, and then he told me that story, and I like to fell out. I mean, I had no idea, and which I don't know if Keely's told you, but I'm a huge British lover, and so but I had no idea. Oh yeah, my child's calling, so it looks like I'm gonna have to. I'm on a live stream. I'll be up there in just a minute.
Oh, I actually tried a Twinkie for the first time the other day, and they're absolutely amazing.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to run. My child's needing me. My grandbaby needs me. It was lovely to meet you too, and everything will go great with your surgery today. And I look forward to being able to talk with you again. And bye, everybody. Thank you for having me, Keely.
Bye, Tammy.
Love to you all. Bye.
Oh, take care, love. Obviously, I'm going to stay on here for about another half an hour to an hour, see where I go. Obviously, Chris said you're fine to stay on there as long as you want. Tanya, send me that article so I can check that out, because I don't think I've seen that one. Let me just read that comment again. Did you see the article about Heather Mills and Paul McCartney? It was almost like Amber took tips off Mills. Everything sounds the same, down to drink and drug stealing from child. Send that to me so I can check it out. Yes, I'm just chilling here. Obviously, I've got time. Send it me on Discord so I can find it easier, because on Twitter I get so many notifications because obviously we all tag each other in videos and all sorts to get them shared. So send it me on Discord in the Amber Heard Johnny Depp bit, so I can find it again. What was I talking about a minute ago before I forgot? Obviously, like I said, me and Tammy haven't arranged anything yet. Like, literally, first time we mentioned it was here on the stream. But she's just at 500. There isn't an invite. The Discord link in the description isn't an invite. I'm sorry about that. Let me try and get the new Discord thingy up. 1 second. 1 second. Bear with me. I should be able to change it right now. Right, I've changed it in the description, and I've added it here in on the comment section here. The invite link, it changes constantly. So anyone who's not on my Discord, you're welcome to come and join us. Obviously, we talk everything Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and we have random little ones as well. We have memes and food and a spiritual bit of it as well, like psychic talks. Tanya, thank you for sharing that for me. I will check that out. I might do a video about it. We'll see. My God, good to hear. I'm getting a cuppa and settling in. Yeah, like I said, I'll stay here for another half an hour to an hour. But how's everyone feeling with everything at the minute? Obviously, thank you, Tanya. How's everybody feeling with the way that all these truth bombs, even though they're trying to silence us. They're still getting them truth bombs out. They're still getting everything out. Oh, there you are, Real Palmster. You've come in to the Discord there. I love the tarot readings and such. Obviously, tonight I'm going to be doing my oracle cards tonight at 10:30 UK time, which is 5:30 EST. So make sure you remind me for that. I'll add the link in this chat here as well for that stream, so that you can, because it might not be showing on YouTube yet. But if I share it on here and I pin it, at least then you can go and hit the remind me button on that. There we go.
We'll be tuned in for the next 2 weeks, Keely, because I'll be in bed.
No, but you can always watch. And if you, even while you're healing, if you're bored and you do want to come on and put your camera off,
I'll just watch while I'm in bed.
what kind of high and late to join first live? Oh, you're all right, love. Welcome to the stream. And you will fit right in, Palmster. You will. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh God, this is like playing. I can hear it playing back. I wondered what that sound was then. I was like, oh.
No, I just like me.
I know. Well, my phone has got headphones. My headphones plugged into my phone here, and I just had the stream up to share that link that I've just put in the comment section here for tonight's stream, and it was playing, and I didn't even realize. Who's that talking? Because you don't always recognize your own voice as well.
No, that's why before I was in here, and when you sent me a message saying, "Oh, log on," I was like, I had the TV playing, and then I was going to log in on my phone, and I just remembered, oh shit, I better turn one of them off, the TV off.
I know. I could hear you coming back. Yeah, they're bringing loads of people now. Are finally putting the actual truth out there now as well. I've got one here. I'm not going to share it on my screen. I'll just read it to you from my phone so I don't get kicked off again. But let's go for it. LAPD probes Amber Heard assault claims against Johnny Depp. Amber Heard may end up facing years in jail if convicted of staging her crime scene against Johnny Depp. Actor Amber Heard is reportedly looking at 4 years in jail if convicted for staging crime scenes against Johnny Depp in their defamation case hearing. Yay. The report was brought forward in a report by a German outlet titled Bild, and according to its findings, the Aquaman star is facing some major allegations. Even Depp's lawyer, Pal, confirmed the news and admitted that local authorities have set up an investigation against Heard's staged crime scenes. He was quoted telling the outlet, Amber Heard and her friend Rocky Pennington staged a May 21st crime scene to prove the abuse allegation against Johnny Depp. That's all there is for that. But you know what? Not that long ago, like, they weren't sharing anything about this. Everyone was just pro Amber Heard, like, literally all the time. So now the fact that it's getting shared, it's like the tides are starting to turn. Not from the big newspapers that are run by Murdoch, but the tide is starting to turn in the independent news articles are now starting to bring it forward.
I was always saying what happens to innocent until proven guilty, and they shouldn't really put anything out there to damage someone's reputation, not at all.
Yeah, have you seen that film called Gone Girl?
Oh, do you know what I'm like, Keely? I watched that many films, but it's about that woman who stages like, she goes missing, but she before she goes missing, she plants all these bits of evidence that when the police investigate it, looks like her husband has basically killed her. I think I've watched it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. You need to go and watch it. That basically, it's like Amber Heard has watched that film, because that's what she was doing for a while. It's like she was planting evidence and then taking photographs. Like, there's a picture which is like the most perfectly placed crime scene ever, and I'll try and get it on very quickly, but obviously I'll just show it and then I'll turn it off. But it's like, apparently this is Johnny Depp stuff, what he left out. Let me try and get it up here. But it's like the most perfectly placed crime scene ever, like all this stuff together to point it at Johnny Depp.
Like someone's just, it's lovely folded neat on the table and someone's just placed it on a phone.
Yeah, check this out.
Go on. Let's have a laugh.
Right, so look, like this. Right, let me just try and make it a bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I can see it. But if you was on all of that, I don't think it's that neat either.
No. So apparently this is but it's in frosted glass. It looks like apple juice.
Yeah.
And obviously, it says there, the ID, credit card, sample applicator. Apparently. This is Johnny Depp's
whiskey drinker. You don't fill your glass up that high. There's no need to.
No.
He's got plenty.
No.
He's got plenty more. You know what I mean? On the side, that's fill your glass up that big.
Well, it clearly looks like it because do you know what I mean? Like you can tell it's just come out.
Well, then there's the other glass which has got the same thing in, which is half drunk.
I know that looks like apple juice as well, doesn't it?
It's the same thing, yeah. Yeah. Someone's half drank theirs. And again, if that was whiskey, why would you fill a glass that big up with whiskey? You just wouldn't.
No. Keith Richards CD. His tobacco is bleeding, and apparently the bottom. But we're not allowed to say it on the stream, so don't say who it is. But I don't know if you can
put it this way, if I was drinking a pint of whiskey and then doing whatever, I don't think I'd be that neat and tidy, to be honest.
Tanya, it's in the description. I've updated the description of this video, so it should be there, the new Discord link. Whiskey isn't cloudy. No, it's not. Definitely not. It don't look nothing like whiskey. Like, it looks like, who the hell keeps whiskey in the fridge as well? It makes it go weird. We don't make it go weird, but it doesn't make it taste. It makes it not taste the same. You okay? Get it if you want it cold. You have it over ice.
Mind you, some posher whiskies. I don't know. You never know.
Says that credit card on close up, but it belongs to AH. Did it? Let me go back on that. Let me zoom that in again. 1 second.
Oh, there you go. Look, we can be the police officers for the crime.
Yeah, that's what this whole community. There's literally millions and millions that have been investigating this because, and there's things that people have found. It's like one of the I can't put it on the screen because it might bleed and kick me off. But there's one of the well, I can probably because you probably, as long as I don't say what it is.
Yeah, just explain.
Well, let me try and give it up.
Just going to go outside for cigarettes. Let me know if you see a load of traffic because I'll go down.
The bed that apparently was broken by Johnny Depp's boot.
Say that one again. I was getting me cold.
There's a bed. What? There's a bed. The bed. Right. On one of the incidents that she said happened, there's a bed that is broken. Hi, Jackie. Margot says cloudy apple juice from Tesco, and Tanya says it's apple juice or cloudy piss. Right, let me try and share this screen quickly. I can only have a quick look, but I just want to show you what I'm on about, because otherwise it's going to start glitching me out.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, you can see this bed.
Yeah.
She said he broke it with his... I'm not doing it. Can you see where it's object here at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Right, she said that he broke that with his boot, right? But when you scroll in, can you see it? Don't say what it is, but can you see this in here on the bed?
See what on the bed? I can see something, but not clearly.
It's not this metal thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, do you know what that is? Obviously, don't say what it is, but do you know what it is?
I think I do, yeah.
Something that you can use to break a bed like that. Apparently, it's done with you can do that. Like, come on, it's solid wood.
It's only a little bit. It's like it's chipped off, really, isn't it? Like someone's tried to stand on it and slipped off it.
This ain't much bed though. Like, this is Johnny Depp's bed. Like, come on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna just come off with him by standing on the edge of it there.
No.
She basically tried to stage. This is what I mean about a staging evidence, yeah. And she's what she staged with it on the bed. I have done a video about this already. I don't know if any of you guys could see it there from in the chat. Hi, Jackie. Morning, James Carefully. Finally found your channel. Subscribe. Yeah, please subscribe to Jackie. Lunchtime with Keela, but she calls it. Yeah, we call it dinner in Manchester. I proper confuse everybody who ain't from the north, Christine. We call it dinner, don't we? Midday.
I've got to say, I call it lunchtime.
You call it lunch?
That's only. I call it lunchtime because. But it's my job, isn't it? Because my job, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, isn't it? So it's like my job's put that in my head. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that way for me. It'd be dinner.
Just making me out to be a liar.
No, 100%. Everybody says it's dinner. Yeah, 100%. When I say lunch, I get called for calling it lunch.
We don't say breakfast, dinner, and tea. Like, when I say on here, like, oh, I'm going to go make me tea, or I'm going to go and just eat my tea, it proper confuses people. Adam Waldman even talked about that laying on the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say why it is because we might get took down, but yeah, that TJ. It's one of the. Basically, it's one of them. You can see it there when you zoom in.
No way, I'm outside and I've actually just found a lottery ticket. I'm hoping it's not actually someone's winning ticket.
Has it already been played?
I don't know. Oh, the 10th of May. What's that? Is that today?
Yesterday.
Oh, if someone's lost a lottery ticket, I'll keep hold of it. Oh, imagine if it was a winner. Oh my god. It looks brand new. It doesn't look screwed up at all.
All of evidence is laughable. Yeah, it is. And welcome, by the way. I don't recognise your name. I don't know if you're new here or not. One second.
I'm going to walk back in now. So maybe remove the traffic.
Gary's just woke up. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like 7 o'clock in the morning there.
What's everyone doing up at 7 o'clock in the morning?
He's got work.
Mind you, I can't say anything. I'm an early bird.
I know. Well, I've got people like 5 o'clock in the morning. He put hi, Chris.
Hi.
Yeah, they are. They're all running scared because it's like the lies now are starting to break apart. Like, he's laughing because you called him gas. It's not really a thing over there where they shorten Gary to gas. He's like, there's no Z in my name. No. I said, yes, it's just there's no bleeding Bill in William, but we still call people William Billy.
What's the other ones? Bill and Will, and there's another one. What's the name shortened for John? And that's not even the same, and I can't remember now. What? name
John?
is. Yeah, but it's not actually Jonathan. Back in the day, and I mean way day, when grandpa and granddads and all that. Something about John, and your name's not even John, and I can't remember what's that short for. So
It's like Patrick with Paddy as well, you know.
yeah, Pat.
Aaron shorted to Azza. It is though, isn't it, over here? Like nickname to Azza.
I love our little things. It's great.
I know.
I think I make nicknames for everybody I meet, me.
I know exactly. But right now, like Jackie says, they're all running scared because it's like the lies are like crashing on their lies right now, and
Pissing on their parade, like we would say.
yeah. Let me try and change this so don't confuse people. People are like, where's Tammy gone? Tammy's gone for now because she's got to go and look after the little one. But she should be on Rob's Reels channel on Wednesday, and on Sunday she's going to be obviously doing a stream. But like I said, for anyone who's new in here, since we've said it, we're going to be doing something on Sunday to celebrate hitting 500. Hopefully on this channel and on her channel, we'll get a panel on. My window faces east. It's so nice waking up to sunshine, and it's sunny today. Right now, my window is just really bright. There's no sun there, but it's making me look like a ghost because all the light is coming into where I'm sat. I've gone dead. Like you can't tell, but I've actually got dark purple lipstick on. I have to wear dark purple.
Colour your skin, Keela. I'd love to be porcelain white.
It's annoying, and you can't even tell, but my hand is like a totally different shade to my face.
Nothing wrong. You look fine.
John, Jack, John Lane, John Jack. There's Nikki. Keela, what are they saying about JD over there in the newspapers and such? Pretty much nothing at all. Gary says he likes it. It just sounds like he has IBS. Gas. Like gas. Oh, God.
Talking about flatulence at 7 a.m.
I know.
Sorry, I'm burning my fingers here because I'm about to scruff. I've just had, because I know I won't be able to eat for about 3 days, I've had chocolate fudge cake for breakfast, and I've just heated up.
I don't believe you.
What?
I don't blame you. It's horrible when you've got a bleeding and you're not going to be like you're going to be so sore. So you're not going to. I hope you've got loads of soups in and that, like, or make loads of chicken to make soup.
I brought chicken, so I'm going to do a big classic chicken broth and stuff like that. So. But for now, I'm feeding my face with whatever I can put in it.
Where are you again? I'm in Manchester, in England, and obviously Chrissy's from Manchester, England as well. I've noticed that the news about her being investigated is finally starting to spread like wildfire in the US. Yeah, it is. But most of the news in the UK is obviously owned by Murdoch. But in British news, there's nothing really coming up about her. Let me try and search her name, see if anything comes up in our newspapers. Let me see. So we've got Cinema Blend 16 hours ago, obviously. Aquaman, Amber Heard won't stop teasing her return in the sequel. We got this covered. No, literally nothing. It's all US.
Because I think Cuddle will shut up now until they know more.
Yeah, well, obviously there was that big case in the UK last year, which Johnny Depp did lose because, well, we think a lot of it's to do with corruption. Particle magic. In this house, we have chocolate cake for breakfast. Hey, Sleeping Collectibles. Welcome to stream. You use my new face as well. If you new, hit that subscribe button. What was Tanya saying a minute ago? I can sit in the sun and I'm pretty much a vampire. I can't sit in the sun. Well, with me, I don't tan. I normally don't even burn or anything. I just get freckles across me. You can't really see my knee, but I get freckles going across my nose. But last year, beach with lens, and it was overcast, so I thought, I'll be all right. But I still put sunscreen on the little ones, and we were just walking about all day. By the end of that day, like my face was all burnt all across my cheeks.
I go really dark in the sun, but there's also a bad point to that. Do you remember in work, Keely, when I'd walk to the shop, come back, I'd have straps. Then the next day I'd wear a different top, go to the shop and I'd have two straps, two different sets of straps. I ended up like a chessboard. Because literally every part that's in the sun tans, and then every part that's not obviously doesn't. So I end up walking around looking like a right girl.
Yeah, you did. I think it's
like, oh, we put false tan on, you look really dark. I was like, no, but all you can see is my face and arms, and that's the only part of me that is dark.
I know. Well, with me, I just sometimes give it on my hands and my feet. It looks like I wear white socks, like white trainer socks. I think it's particularly UK and USA that aren't covering in it. The US that's covering it are small news websites, no big papers. Exactly. Australia's now covering it, and New Zealand, I saw someone say, yeah, it's all like the little independent ones. Like my obviously favourite Australia one is Sausage Roll. I love covering their news articles because they're all about bringing the truth bombs out there, and they're only a small newspaper.
Well, I wondered what you were going on about sausage rolls last time for.
Yeah. Well, they're based in Australia. They covered one of, like, when I first started doing this, Christine, they covered one of my videos that I did on here. Yeah, I was dead shocked. But then all the YouTubers covered it as well, because I thought everyone had already done it already. I was looking at the pictures that Amber Heard provided to the court compared to the pictures in the Sun newspaper. You could see that the Sun had clearly edited it, whereas the ones that provided to the court, it's just like a red mark, which looked like it had been done with like a lipstick or something. I recreated that photo. It looked like it had been done by a lipstick on a face. But the one in the Sun newspaper is all blue and purple. Like, anyway.
No, I believe in that. A lot of them get some other conspiracies and all that stuff, but they do cover up a lot.
Yeah. Hello, Guy Mercia. He says he loves the beautiful accent. Oh, thank you. I just think it's uncommon. I know.
Because if you let them walk past, let them walk through the precinct for half an hour, I don't think they think that.
I know, you're right, Arcade.
I'm walking around in the pajamas going shopping.
Oh no, never. But there is people that do that in Manchester, but it's just embarrassing. Nikki says UK and all those judges should feel so stupid with everything that continues to come out about H. Yeah, they'll be feeling well embarrassed, but good. The only thing I like about this lighting is it makes my eyes look all popping out. Apart from that, I look like a ghost. I can't cope with it. I don't know how to change it.
I'd have porcelain white hair and bright red lipstick.
If I tried to get my hair white, because it's been coloured that many times, it'll probably all fall out. I'll end up with just a white shaved head instead, Christine.
That's why I keep mine as a bob, because then I could colour it any colour and chop the ends off, and it's fine. All of them go.
Let's see what everyone's saying. I'm sorry, I'm missing your comments. I used to tan so well as a child, probably because I was always out playing in it, but now I'm never out. I don't sunbathe, so now I burn. Yeah, me too. I'll just burn. And then it goes, like you'll be burnt for like a week, and then the next week you go back to being white, like pale white, paper thin white.
Yeah, I've got to say, because of lockdown, and obviously nobody's been out properly, when I did get my tan the other week, I went red first, which is not like me, but my skin must have just loved the fact I was out in the sun. It took me about 3 days.
Give me that vitamin D. Is it vitamin D?
Yeah, vitamin D, yeah. It's like sucking it all in. I felt like a sponge.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'll just go say, call you. Hello, my granny as well. Subscribed to Keely when she first started, but I don't really usually write anything. But it's nice to see you here commenting. To see you here in the stream. Thank you for following me from the very beginning. I've been doing this since like the end of January, I think it was. So, you know, and we cover all different subjects. Tanya says, I'm still convinced she had cheek fillers to the one when she got the CRO because of that tiny hole in her face. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the picture, Christine, when she went to go and get a temporary restraining order. It looks like she had a cheek in filler because it's like right here and it's like a pimple and then like a mark and then like 2 days later it's totally gone. Let me try and get it up. Who's on with Keela? This is Chris here, who was on with me for my spiritual talk stream last Friday. But she's got a camera off because she's having a chill out day because tomorrow she's going to have her op. Oh, hey Anna, thank you for popping by. The link in the chat for anyone who's just come in, the one that's pinned, is for my stream tonight with my Oracle cards. So make sure you hit the remind me button on that. So you can, it's 10:30 UK time, 5:30 EST. Let me try and get this picture up. For anybody who's new in here. It really does. It looks like she's just gone to have cheek fillers put in. One second, guys. I like having somebody new in who don't know about any of it. Seeing this, you know, for the first time, you're having that new outlook on it.
I mean, you know me, I never judge any situation. There's always three sides to every story, I say. The two people...
Yeah, the lie, the truth. Yeah, exactly.
So, no one will ever know the full truth of any story, but it certainly shouldn't be made up things. It's not right.
No, she does look like she's had cheek filler injections. Right. You can't even clearly see it, but let me try and share this anyway. There we go. This again. This is supposed to have been a thorn through her face.
Or it looks like a spot that she's been picking for days on end and squeezing.
Yes, Nikki, I did fall asleep on the phone together. Is it cold there? It's a bit chilly today. Apparently it's going to rain some point as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is
for like the next few weeks, I think, Keela.
This, I don't know. It's supposed to be. Do you remember this time last year when it was boiling up when we couldn't go out?
Who could have gone out? Well, I was out in any kind of
us last year when we got grounded by Boris.
Oh,
you could go out, but you could only go for a walk. You couldn't like go to the beach or anything.
No, I don't mind my back garden though with a nice reclining chair.
Yeah, it does. It looks like zits.
It looks like spots, like you've been trying to. That looks like a monster of a spot right underneath that middle bit. So I reckon she's been trying to squeeze that.
Let me try and zoom in. See if it'll let me zoom in a little bit more. Oh, no, that's it. And you can see this is sufficient for to get a temporary restraining order from Johnny Depp. Oh God, where's it gone? Yeah. Bloody wires everywhere.
If I was there, I'd have just taken what he offered and shot my face.
Can you see it though? Like,
yeah, it does look like spots, though. It really does. It looks like a cluster of spots.
there we go, guys. And this is somebody seeing it for the first time.
And then you could see it as bruising, but she also is very slim, so that could just be the shadowing of the cheekbones.
Exactly. See, and as she turned up though, like she went for more.
Well, that one doesn't look as dark, does it?
This is the same day.
Mm.
You see the what looks like a spot on the injection site to cheek fillers, which people have been possible as well. But on this video, what? Yeah, she's a beautician friend. On this video, she's, yeah, Oscar. Well, this was her like when she, because you could see cheek fillers out. This is her coat last year. From the last one. Oh, yeah. But you can see it there clearly. Like, it doesn't even look like a real disappeared 2 days later.
And it's like
2 days after.
if you've been going through this, like, you know, abuse for so long, but then every day you go to court and you do other things and you plaster your face in makeup, then why wouldn't you do the same and plaster your face in makeup and try to cover it up like you have been doing anyway?
Yeah. Let me try and show you this picture where she was on Saturday Night Live, and apparently she had 2 black eyes on this picture. And what's it called? Show. Not me. I hate when I lose it. Where's that Saturday Night Live? Why are all the pictures like disappearing as well? Google. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that at all.
Things do. Do you remember when I was telling you about all these videos and that the other week? I was telling you about they delete things because then they don't want people to compare the truth. So if they get rid of it, then everybody that's talking the truth now, they can make out to be lying.
What's he called? Who does carpool karaoke?
Oh,
his name's gone out of my head. I know who it is, but I know who he is. Like, but his name's gone out of my head.
The chubby guy.
Yeah.
The one that actually does it. Yeah. The chubby guy.
Yeah, yeah. Someone's probably put in the comments already. I don't know.
James Corden.
James Corden. That's the wrong guy. Thanks, guys. James Corden. Saturday. It was a late show, wasn't it? That she went on. Can you still hear me? You still there, Chrissy? Oh, yeah, that's a stream. There we go.
Sorry, mate. I don't know what I keep doing. Hey, it was good, though. I didn't do it once the other night. Now, how many times have I done it?
I know you did it. You did it one time right at the end.
Yeah. I'll get used to it. But what I might let you do now, Keeley, is obviously I'll just go, let you have your last half an hour or something with all your fans and whatever, yeah. Sort everything out.
Fine. No, community. Not with
your community, your fans. So I'll get used to all this lingo. I'm new to it all, don't forget.
Yes. Let me just show you this very quickly before we go. Right. Apparently, she went on this show with 2 black eyes and a broken nose.
She went on a show like that.
Yeah, apparently, this is her with 2 black eyes and a broken nose.
Okay.
Like, this is apparently what she was like, what she looked like. Which to me just looks like. Just looks so fake. I recreated this picture though. It's easy to do with eyeshadow. She has all these, like, telling me you're going to be able to scrunch your face up like that with 2 black eyes and a broken nose.
I'm guessing not. I'm guessing you won't be able to move your face, would you?
No, would you? And you tell me you're going to be like swelling. Look at her, she looks flawless.
Doesn't look as swollen on the middle. Yeah, bruises are easy to cover up with anything. You know how brilliant makeup is now.
Not around your eyes though, because they swell.
Well, there's definitely top of the nose.
When you get hit around you. When you get, apparently she had broken ribs, a busted lips, broken nose, and 2 black eyes. But when you get hit around your eye, because you've got your eyeball there, it swells up. I don't know if you've ever had a black eye before, but it swells. It doesn't just stay. Your skin doesn't just stay flat like that.
But if you've got a broken nose, your eyes go black anyway, and you don't need to have any swelling on your eye. Yeah, but the actual nose in the middle doesn't look swollen at all, even with makeup on. So to me, her nose looks not that big with the makeup on. So that's definitely not that day.
So that was like this the day after, I think, wasn't it, guys? Let me know in the chat. JD's lawyer shall subpoena the witnesses on the show. Apparently, I think it was. Who was it? I forget everything. I've researched all this relentlessly so many times. But there was a witness from one of the shows who's seen her. I can't remember if it was the makeup artist who said that she looked totally fine. She had no bruises or marks on her. Her skin looked flawless. And there's people who saw her like around that time, the day after and stuff, who saw her and said again that her face looked totally fine. Let me put this back up here. But what do you call it? If you feel like I'm keeping you, by the way, I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you.
No, I get sucked in all the time. I get sucked in. I'll be here now to the end. Go on, said it.
All right. I've not managed to get any videos out the last few days, so I like to try and chill out with everybody and talk about what everyone wants to talk about, see where the conversation goes. But yeah, this
coming in straight away, and everybody wanted to know the name of my tan.
I know. Dancing in the chair with she was dancing in the chair, and apparently she had broken ribs, making faces like that with a broken nose. Like how are you going to do that with your nose broke? No. Do you know what I mean? Like, no. No wincing whatsoever. No, she wasn't. She was totally fine. And yes, it was the very day after she apparently had a broken nose. Samantha Macmillan, her stylist, saw her on the day of the show. Hey Gina. And oh gosh, wrong comment. I'll get on to that comment in a minute. Happy late Mother's Day, Keela. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Happy Mother's Day to you if you're a mum, or to your mum. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And I was going to do a stream on Sunday for Mother's Day and to celebrate my 500, but I ended up falling asleep because I was going to stream because Tammy weren't streaming, and I know that you guys were waiting for a stream, but I didn't end up coming on. Literally watching that episode is so creepy. Yeah. You literally can't breathe with broken ribs, let alone dance. No, you're going to be in agony. Like, I remember when Tammy did something to her ribs not that long ago. what you call it? Tammy had brought something up with. I think she had bruised ribs, and she was in literal agony. She couldn't do a scream in it or anything. She couldn't laugh. She was in absolute agony with it. So it's the fact that she apparently had broken. But by the way, there's no medical records for any of this, Chris. There's no medical records of these apparent broken ribs or broken nose or whatever.
I'm just thinking if one side of the media wanted her to do it, like you said, and jump on it for the fame, then they could have helped to do anything with them video. They could have put that on using computer, anything. You don't know, do you?
Tanya says she wasn't on Gary's.
Sorry, Keely. I hope that this doesn't go against other girls that actually are being abused. And
well, it is. It's hurting. It's hurting people. Yeah, it's hurting. It's hurting female victims and male victims because obviously she's calling JD a liar. He's a male victim, and it's only just been recent in the last 10 years where male victims have got more of a voice, and it's like she's silenced that altogether. And not only that, the fact that she's lying is basically going to mess it up for where people are on the fact that giving female victims the recognition that they deserve as well.
Well, people wonder why female cases never get won, or things like that. It's disgusting. Nothing should ever be lied about like that. Not a chance.
No, it shouldn't. Tanya says you wasn't on Gary's first. I'll get to this comment in a minute.
Go on. Go.
You wasn't on Gary's first live stream last night, Keely Talks. He was still talking about you, bless him. Yes, I fell asleep before he even got home. Like, I was on the phone to him and I fell asleep. And I need to watch it back. I've watched like 20 minutes of it back. I need to watch the rest of it. But yes, Tina, Gary was streaming last night. He sent me a link. It was like about 12 o'clock my time, but I fell asleep at about 10. I got in bed at about 8 o'clock or something, and I was just on the phone to Gary, but I must have just got so relaxed. I must have fell asleep about 9:30, 10 o'clock. This amazing makeup is available in all sizes, shades, from Diagonella from Harry Potter. Oh God! Sorry, what was you saying, Christine?
Oh no, I was finished, mate. Don't worry, you know me. That's what I was saying on the first stream. I'll chat around if you let me.
I know she's talkative, Christine. Honestly, no matter how bad you get, if you need medical attention, you get medical attention. There should be medical records for all the terrible. Yeah, when what happened to me, I was escorted to a hospital with 4 police officers, and because obviously I was so worried about my son. I was 22 weeks pregnant, so I wanted to make sure that my son was okay. But everyone was looking at me like I'd been arrested and been in a fight and had to be took to the hospital, bloody arrested or something by the police. But no, I was escorted there for my own safety with police officers because he was on the run at the time. They still hadn't caught him at that point. But there's no chance that, don't forget, these Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, they had their own private doctors, and obviously they documented everything as well. And even they didn't have any there's no good documentation with them. They had a doctor and a nurse. There's no documentation with them regarding any treatment for any rapes or any, do you know what I mean? If she didn't want to go to the hospital, there's nothing at all. I think she must be related to Captain Scarlet. It was about an hour. Yeah, it was just a random stream. He sang a couple of songs. Yeah, I'm going to watch that back in a bit. Definitely going to watch that back in a bit. But, all this evidence now is now falling into, it's like falling apart. Of evidence is falling apart. She's trying to get the case throughout a court. Like, if she was so confident, she wouldn't be trying to get it throughout.
Did he say that Johnny though got his finger cut off? He didn't. Did he go for medical attention, or did you say he didn't? Yeah, he did. Not until his bodyguards came.
Then he went to hospital, but he was in shock at first. Like, he put ink on his finger and started drawing on walls and that because he was in complete shock. But the thing is, he could have bled out and died. Like, the top of his finger was gone. They had to search it. There's audio recordings where they're looking for it, where she's like left a tape recorder somewhere, and they're looking for it in the apartment. They're looking for his finger so they could get it reattached for him. But he finally did get medical attention. But what he said when he got to hospital, because at the time he didn't want to get her in trouble, he said that it got trapped in 2 French doors or something along them lines. But in the report, the doctor says it was reported that it was done by such and a thing, but this is a high something injury that was that you could tell that the doctor knew that he was lying, basically. Do you know what I mean, about how it had happened?
Yeah, because you need something big and heavy, and like you said, something that's going to create a big impact to chop the end of your finger off.
Yeah, because it had been crushed. The bone was crushed. My favourite part of her trying to get it thrown out is her saying, "I shouldn't have to live through this again, yet you have no issue talking about it to get all this clout." Yeah. Velocity, that's the word I was trying to remember, Gina. Thank you, my love. High velocity injury. The doctor said in his medical record. So he has got medical records. There's pictures of him took by paparazzi with bruises under sunglasses. There's none of it, apart from the one with the TRO. But there's dozens of pictures of him at events and stuff, and it's heartbreaking where he's got bruises around his eyes, sunglasses, his cheek all swollen up, and it's so sad. High velocity, yeah. Thank you, JD. You guys all know what I'm like by now. I'm Margot, thank you. Words disappear out of my mind. They're all used to me, reminding me what word I'm trying to remember, but thank you. But these are all just false allegations by her team. Oh, sorry, I'm picking up the same comments again. They are, though. I mean, like, they're all false allegations there. I'm going to come off here, guys, because I'm going to go and have some dinner. Because I've not even had any breakfast. I love you all too. We love you, Keely. I love you all too. I haven't even had any breakfast yet. By dinner, I mean lunch, by the way. The midday meal. I'm just going to go and have a chicken salad sandwich or something. Yes. And on tape feed. Yeah, she feeds him a Xanax whilst they're recording. She was like a pusher, a pill pusher to him. While having a conversation, and she's like, "You need to have your medication. You had your medication." Or Christine, you get bored while you're off for 2 weeks. You need to listen to these audio tapes.
I will do. Send me the link in Facebook on my Facebook, and I'll put them on in a minute while I'm in the shower, and I'll have a listen to them all.
Yeah, well, it's a YouTube channel. You could just search on YouTube, Incredibly Average. He has them all on there.
Incredibly Average?
Yeah, 2 words.
Right. I'll have to subscribe to our Gazes as well, and
yeah, your boy Gary. Yeah. Gary might be on tonight with me if he's not too tired after work. We'll see. To come and keep me company while I do my. Yeah, let me send you this link, Christine. I need to re-listen to the tapes as well because it's been a while. It's good to keep remembering.
I'm trying not to say too much because you know what I'm like, Keely. I think, like I said before, gosh, it sounds like both of them have done whatever, and to me, it sounds like he's trying not to get her into trouble. She's not trying to get him into trouble, but now it seems like a race to the first. It seems to me like a race to see who can get who into trouble, and it's like.
Well, that's a kind of thing that the story that the media has been pushing, And even like, you know, some of them at first was like they're just as bad as each other. This isn't the case, so because he's the man.
Look at the evidence.
When you listen to that, you'll not like there'll be parts of them audios that will probably make you cry because of what things that she says to him and stuff. It's just so sad. Chrissy, wish you all the best for tomorrow, says Di for JD. Incredibly Average has also done like these animation videos, which literally from the night when the bottle gets through his finger, it gives you a clear visual of what's happened. I'm real curious about the girls on film tweet. Adam left us all on edge. Yeah, hopefully that'll come out soon. But I'm going to leave it here, guys, because like I said, I need to have some dinner. I've not had anything to eat at all today yet. Like, all I've had is my Costa coffee iced cappuccino, which is all melted and not any good anymore. I need to throw it out. What I had from the start of this stream. And that's it. I'm, like, surviving on caffeine fuel right now. But like I said, if you're new, hit the subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you all tonight on my Oracle card live stream at 10:30 p.m. UK, 5:30 p.m. EST. And hopefully we'll have Chrissy on with us again.
I'll try. I'll see what time, 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. If not, you'll be there till about midnight anyway, won't you? So I can just click in and maybe surprise you at the end or something.
Yeah. Well, obviously on them, I need to really, really concentrate on the Oracle cards. But we'll talk about it in a minute. I'll explain to you. Much love to everybody. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you all tonight on the stream. Ta-ra for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.